it's Hardy's Forever here, and as you may know, I have had some trouble recording episode 8. As you can see, there is episode 8 right there, but I had a problem with recording and I lost my audio, so I am recording this in post-commentary. That is a problem. And I also got farther than I should have because of another recording failure. And right here, I'm just walking around explaining what was going on between last episode and here, which is basically just Jenka was explaining what happened in the war between the soldiers from the surface and the Mimigas. The Mimigas ate the red flowers to drive off the soldiers from the surface and ended up being killed after descending down to the surface. I think that last part is explained later in the episode. So here we get our third puppy. Woof, woof, woof. Want to take the dog? Yes. Got the puppy. And we can get out of there, which I desperately want to do. So I save again, and we continue. Sorry if my commentary is not as interesting as it normally is, but this is post-commentary, and post-commentary is not fun to record, because I'm watching what's already happened, and the reactions aren't actually true reactions. So, just killing some birds, and monkeys, and bears, and skeletons! And I have a problem with the Polar Star. It seems to continually level down back to 1 when I'm in the sand zone. Maybe it's because I suck. You know, that's probably the reason. I cannot play this game very well. God. Yeah, so getting Cave Story Plus wouldn't be very good for me. I just end up dying again and again and again in the Wind Fortress. Speaking of which, I wanted to AVGM that. It's actually pretty good. The unused version from the original Cave Story. That's the one I wanted to AVGM. Because it's awesome. I'm just delivering the third puppy now. As you can see, everything's going on screen. Jenka's house. Yes, yes. That is certainly one of my darling puppies. Gave her the puppy. Thank you kindly. We're up to 3 now. Have you ever seen a frenzied Mimiga? Igor from Egg Corridor, Grasstown Hut 1 that freaked me the hell out. Those looked like the bunnies. And that's just saying that here. Which is why it takes so long for me to press the button. The cornered Mimigas hoped that the red flowers would grant them strength. They ate them, and then they fought the robots. However, do you know what happened to them afterwards? It is a sad tale. The enraged Mimigas, likely unable to control their own actions, disappeared without a trace. If rumors are to be trusted, they descended to the surface, where humans live, an army of ferocious Mimigas loose upon the earth. If that were true, do you understand now? Do you understand how dangerous the red flowers are? 2 more to go. And there's one right there, which is what I'm saying, and one right there, seemingly, that the puppies could fit. Either that, or there's something terrible gonna happen. But let's hope not. Sand zone. Not this again. So now we are progressing further through the sand zone. I'm showing a secret where there are a whole bunch of hearts. And I happen to love that secret. It's one of my favorite secrets. And I'm killing more things. Killing things is fun, but don't tell that to PETA. Because they'll create a Flash game that sucks about you being chased by an animal whose skin you're apparently wearing. Yeah. Here I lose a great amount of HP to the time limit of them being on screen and my own ineptitude. And I'm back back to level 1 Polar Star. And I'm down to 4 health. And I'm dead. So I just restart, because I didn't get very far after I saved. So it didn't really matter in the slightest to me. But that's like almost a death per episode. I think the only episode which I didn't die was episode 5. And that is sad. That's depressingly sad that I suck that bad. That I've had like a death in every episode. Almost every episode. I explain my strategy here of shooting the birds before you shoot the skulls, because it is easier. I'm not sure if it actually is, though. It could go either way. See, there, it would have been an advantage for me to have shot the bird first, as opposed to the skull. And I'm killing things, I'm killing things, I'm killing things. And there's the last of the puppies that we have to stay in this quadrant of the sand zone to get. Killing the Triceratops guy, and oops, there it goes. Bye, puppy! Back down to level 2, which I seem to have a problem staying in level 3 for the Polar Star. That's not good. I need to, like, actually win, considering this is an LP, and not winning would be bad, and I missed the puppy again! And here I'm just saying that if I miss the puppy one more time, I am going to murderize the puppy, and bye-bye. So I cut the video. I return here with the puppy, because I actually managed to get it somehow, and I got it pretty close to the side where Jenka's house is, which is new record. And I'm returning the puppy. And this is still post-commentary because I am still an idiot. And I forgot to turn my mic on, even though I was recording. And because of that, I also didn't get the game audio, because the game audio is recorded by, through the microphone, for some reason. You're after the storehouse key, aren't you? Wherein lie the seeds of the red flowers. I don't care who you are, you're not getting the key. To open the storehouse would invite that same tragedy all over again. 1, 2, 3, there's only one left. Yes, there is, and there's no room for it. But who cares? Because she can just wear it on her hat, like I do. I wear the puppy on my hat, as if it was a second hat. That's a reference to Deceased Crab, because he's the one who famously said, puppy hat. And, you know, people latch on to catchphrases that don't exactly sound perfectly cromulent, to take a page from The Simpsons. And TV tropes, because I haven't seen like every single episode of The Simpsons, so I didn't even know the one that came in. More stuff, more experience, and we're coming up on the final puppy and the storehouse key. Because, actually, I don't think we get the storehouse key in this episode. I don't think we get the storehouse key at all! Dun dun dun! Then again, if you played this game, you could have predicted that. If you haven't, oh well. Alright, we're passing the part where we got the final puppy and entering the final quadrant of the sand zone, where I completely, 100% cement my status as the stupidest LPer to ever do Cave Story. I'm back to level 1, I get some experience, I have 4 health, and instead of, healing and getting some EXP by grinding, or even just using other weapons, watch what I do. This is just outrageous. I shoot his projectiles, I switch to the missile launcher, I miss, I die. want to retry, and I'll cut the video. And once again, we are at the thing with the place and the skeletons. The skeletons, oh, I hate dealing with these things. They are the most annoying enemies in the game. And I said the spike traps in that Q&A video because those things are really hard to avoid as well. And those aren't even the hardest enemies in the game. Those are just meager compared to what comes next. You'll know what I'm talking about eventually. Too bad for you. And too bad for me even more. Luckily, the weapons get better and better as the game goes on. Because you don't want to be stuck with the Polar Star for the whole game, right? I don't either. But I'm just keeping it because I don't want a machine gun. The machine gun sucks. Boo. There's a much better weapon you can get if you have the Polar Star by the time you can get this weapon. Because otherwise, you can't get the awesome weapon I'm talking about. So, here we find a big pack of those birds. And we destroy them with missiles! And I start focusing on that one to my left because I am a total retard. And then there's one right there that surprises me, and I end up, like, falling all the way down there. And having to restart from the beginning. Luckily enough, my weapons are still at max, and I'm still at full health. So we continue upwards and backwards. Which is not exactly something you want to be doing. But we're close to the end of the sand zone, which makes me happy very much. Makes me very, very happy. Because I am sick, absolutely sick of replaying this part of the game over and over and over due to recording errors. That includes Curly Brace, the fight against Curly, because after I got through the Grass Town again and again and again, I kept dying to Curly again and again and again. It's been about a week since I recorded besides this episode. As you can see, there's the final puppy, and it's snoozing. And we are at the Sand Zone storehouse, or what looks like it. And the doctor is nowhere to be seen. So, we're still good. Yeah! Shooting these blocks nets you a save point and a health missile refill station. And we grab the final puppy. And we go back to Jenka's house. Which is an easy task, because almost every single enemy on the way is dead. And we don't want to die again, so we'll continue. And I had a lot more material for commentary when I was actually doing this live. I just realized that because I'm not the best at doing post-commentary. All I'm doing is talking about my recording failures and how much of an idiot I am. So I'll probably just play music from the game over the commentary as well that I'm doing. You'll still be able to hear me, but luckily for you guys, the game's soundtrack will also be here. But it'll always be the same song because that's the only song we'll hear for the entire video besides the theme that plays in Jenka's house. Which admittedly is pretty awesome. I enjoy it. It's actually a dance, I think. I'm not sure if I said this already, but there's a dance called the Letka Jenka. Spelled Jenkka or something like that. And, I haven't actually seen the dance performed or anything. Oh, great, I forgot about this. I screw up just trying to get back to Jenka's house repeatedly. Because I'm an idiot, but we already knew that. And I should really stop saying that. we're finally back at Jenka's house, and hello, Jenka. Oh, crap. The storehouse key? Why, thank you. You shouldn't have. Hello, Balrog. How you doing? Catch you later. Wait. And we don't get to fight him this time, which sucks. I wanted to kill him some more. He's awesome to fight. One of my favorite opponents in the game. You? Gave her the puppy. The key. They stole the key. Please, you must stop them. They plan to enrage the Mimigas and release them onto the surface. Oh yes, unite this. Got a life pot, which is the most important item in the game. It refills your health, but it can only be used once. And I'm not sure if you can get another one in the entire game. So we will be saving that for later. And that will be it for this episode of Cave Story. In the next episode, we will actually have live commentary, and we will enter the Sandzone storehouse to talk to the doctor and tell him, hey, don't kill people.